Hi there, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a ton of stuff to talk about today, from some Dragon Quest news to some, so we had the Sony State of Play, we had the Marvelous news, tons of new game announcements, and some shameless self-promotion, as usual. So I talked about this about a month ago or so, but I thought that it might be time to remind y'all, because it is coming up next week. It's coming up really soon, June 8th and 9th. Myself, and I are going to be at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California for the SoCal Gaming Expo. Me and my friend are going to go. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Looks like they're going to be like selling video games there and, you know, doing cosplay, and I'm probably going to dress up as Sabin again, because that's the only cosplay that I have. So it just seems like a whole lot of fun, and I am actually, again, a special guest of honor. I need to find myself amongst all these other great people. There I am. So yeah, I am on their website. There I am. That's me. So I will be there. And yeah, it kind of blows my mind. And this isn't the only convention that I'm going to be at this summer. I'm going to be at some more conventions that I'm not at liberty to talk about quite yet, but do look forward to that news because it is coming up. Also, there was a Sony State of Play the other day on May 30th, and it went over a lot of, PlayStation titles and things like that, and I did make a video about this State of Play as well as the Marvelous Game Showcase that came on the exact same day, on the exact same time. I don't know whose bright idea it was to have two gaming showcases at the exact same day and the exact same time. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. But they did it, and I watched both of them, and then I went through it all, and I gave you, the best of the best of the best of those games to showcase them in my previous video. So if you missed that video, please do go back and watch it, and I basically go over and tell you all about the great games that were in the Marvelous Game Showcase, as well as the Sony State of Play. Kind of piggybacking off that Marvelous announcement, although they do Story of Seasons now, a Harvest Moon has been announced. There was a schism way back whenever Harvest Moon was the only one, and then it kind of changed the Story of Season, but Harvest Moon is still there, and whatever, it's a whole lot of drama. But we have a new Harvest Moon. This is a smartphone mobile game. It has been announced for the iOS and Android, due out sometime in August if you are into these games. Let me read about it. Home is where the heart is. After 10 years of city life, you're ready to head on back to Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home. Your childhood friend has convinced you to move back to your hometown to try to revitalize it, but that won't be easy going. The town of Alba has seen better days, and not all of its residents are happy to see a city slicker like you come back. Can you convince even the negative naysayers that you truly have the village's best interests at heart? And can you revitalize Alba? With the help of your childhood friend and other villagers on your side, you definitely can. So yeah, if you are a fan of these, be sure to be on the lookout for that. And now we have some news on Dragon Quest. This comes from Yuji Horii himself on Dragon Quest XII: The Flames of Fate. He says, I want this to be worthy of Akira Toriyama and Koichi Sugiyama's posthumous work. This came out on Dragon Quest Day, and again, similar to the Sony State of Play and the Marvelous Game Showcase, I made a whole video about the Dragon Quest Day and the various things that happened on that day, so if you missed that video, please do go back and watch it. Some really cool things happened. So let me see exactly what he said in his quote. He says, Thank you so much to everyone for the many Dragon Quest Day congratulations, Horii said in a tweet. There has been some worry about Dragon Quest XII, but I was actually in a meeting about it until just a little bit ago. While I can't share any details yet, I want it to be something worthy of the posthumous work of the two Akira Toriyama and Koichi Sugiyama who passed away. I will do my best. This was announced back on May 2021. We still have yet to see a platform or a release date for it. And also, speaking of more Dragon Quest news, Dragon Quest III in HD 2D confirmed for the PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC. The legacy begins. This is what I talked about on the Dragon Quest Day news. The thing is, about their little teaser trailer thing that they put out, they didn't put out that it was Dragon Quest III. They just put Dragon Quest. Then they just put The Legacy Begins. They didn't say this is the Dragon Quest III HD 2D. They just said The Legacy Begins. They left it kind of open-ended. So in comes Midori, the leaker extraordinaire, whose leaks are 100% correct. She says, I am currently hearing that Dragon Quest III HD 2D will be at the next Nintendo Direct. Comment. Do you think it will only be 3, or will it be 1, 2, and 3? I think it is the Loto Trilogy! Woohoo! Dreams can come true. Man, I know she says I think, but hey, her think and her think might as well be, yeah, that's the case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be great. I was actually made a tweet about this, and I thought, you know, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a generation or like an inheritance system where you started with 3 and then, you know, maybe your Dragon Quest 1 hero inherited from your Quest 3 hero, and then, you know, the hero of 2 and the cousins inherited from the Dragon Quest 1 hero, or your companions from 3, or something, like somehow combine all the games into one massive game rather than just being a menu. Hey, let's play 1, let's play 2, let's play 3. If there was a way to combine all 3 into one massive game, I think that would be really freaking cool. But you never, ever, ever know. It looks like Fantasian is finally coming at least to PC, if not to multiple platforms, multiple consoles. It's about frickin' time, is all I can say. I was hoping that this rumor would be confirmed at the PlayStation State of Play, but nothing was there. Maybe it will be shown at the Xbox Showcase, maybe at the Nintendo Direct. We don't know. We do know that there are rumors swirling about the Xbox Showcase, basically saying, hey, if you're a fan of JRPGs, tune into that. So I will definitely be there looking at that Xbox Showcase to hope and pray that those rumors are true. So we have Midori coming on in again. An Apple Arcade title will be announced for multiple platforms soon. Please wait for more information soon. Genki retweets. I hope this is Fantasian. So she comes in, she just does like a little prayer and a heart or whatever, and then this person comes in and goes, Midori, do not tease me like this. Ick, yick. I don't know what that means. What's happening? Confirm Fantasian. Correct information. Yay! Oh gosh, correct information on Fantasian. Hell yeah! We have a first trailer and screenshots for Monster Hunter Wilds, giving us a glimpse of the story, characters, system, and more. So I'm just going to go in depth into this. It says that this is fully voiced for the first time in the Monster Hunter series, the Hunter Adventures, and the Unknown with their companions. Monster Hunter Wilds features multi-dimensional biomes that can transform in unexpected ways. The first locale to be unveiled is the Windward Plains, a vast region encompassing harsh deserts, twisted rock formations, and swaying grasslands abundant with life. Players will experience a seamless flow from story sequences to gameplay without interruption. To traverse this world's sprawling environments, the game introduces secrets? A new type of mount. These nimble creatures can guide their riders to destinations and allow hunters to perform actions on the go, such as sharpening weapons, gathering materials, and wielding the slinger. Hunters can also swap to a secondary weapon with their secret, empowering hunting parties to adapt to the changing conditions out in the field without returning to base. It can't possibly be secret, can it? But it looks like it's pronounced secret. Is that how you pronounce it? Like, I'm gonna say secret. Anyway. Monster Hunter Wild players who link their Monster Hunter World save data can receive special bonus items. That includes the Feln Leather Set and the Feln Acorn Spade for linking Monster Hunter World base game data, as well as the Feln Duffel Set and the Feln Tracker Pickaxe. So, yeah. This is coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and PC in 2025. Do look forward to this. I'm also looking forward to this, too. Also coming out in 2025 is the free-to-play dark fantasy action RPG, The Ballad of Antara, announced for multiple platforms, including the PlayStation 5. It says, embark on a perilous journey, seek towering divine creatures, reclaim the twisted and lost essences of the world. From a distant past, the arrows of time have gone wayward, and the seeds of everything in between have ceased to blossom. The familiar essences taken away by a sudden cloud of mist are veiled under the unknown side of the world. Travel through the Para to seek towering divine creatures. What's the Para? I don't know. Anyway, retrieve those twisted and lost essences of the land and turn them into the power against the gray mist. So we don't know what the platforms are of this. We just know that it will be on the PS5, and I'm thinking free to play, obviously probably PC and mobile as well. So check out this Bobo. Princess Maker 2 Regeneration for the PS5 and PS4 has been delayed because they're going to be changing content on the Sony systems, but they're not going to be changing the content on the Switch or the PC versions. Those are still due out on July 10th. Am I living in an alternate universe where Nintendo is not censoring and Sony is censoring? Has things flip-flopped that much since the 90s? Like, what's going on here? I remember a big push for the PlayStation back in the day, back in the late 90s, was that they wouldn't be doing censorship, and games like Xenogears could come out on it without being censored, whereas Breath of Fire 2 had to like jump through every single hoop known to man to come out back on the SNES, as well as, the Dragon Quest series. Those were all censored too because of crosses and religious iconography and things like that. So I just think it's kind of strange how this is happening. It says the reason why they are changing or delaying the games is due to content changes required to comply with ethical standards. Here's the overview of the changes being made to the PlayStation versions of the game. PlayStation versions only. It says, there is a removal of items that increase the daughter's bust size, and removal of endings marriage with father and marriage with butler. Although I've got to say, if this is supposed to be your daughter, it is kind of odd that you're marrying your father, so I kind of, yeah. But it's just weird, like, why would they change it on the Sony systems but not change it on the, Nintendo? It's just odd to me. I thought that I'd bring this up here. Roguelike real-time strategy game Grit and Valor 1949 has been announced for the PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC. It is due out sometime next year in 2025. This combines popular mechanics from tower defense and strategy games while spinning it into something fresh and exciting. Here's the About section. It's 1949, and World War II rages on. It certainly does. My gosh, it ended in 45, so here we are. Lead your brave squad of resistance mech pilots against the evil Axis forces and turn the tide of World War II in this alternate history diesel punk setting. Your mission is to escort a command vehicle across Europe and into the heart of New Germany. There, the vehicle will deploy its cargo, an EMP designed to destroy Machine Tower, the enemy's central headquarters. The Axis have seized control of Europe using giant mechanized warriors to turn the tide of war and obliterate most of the Allied forces. Deadly Axis mechs patrol the landscape, flushing out rebels, but survivors remain and have regrouped under the new flag of the Resistance. You must lead a squad of brave pilot and I can't talk. You must lead a squad of brave pilots and their captured mechs in a daring mission to take down the enemy from within. Deliver the EMP into the heart of the Axis territory and destroy Machine Tower, their huge oil refinery, and communications headquarters, and turn the tide of war. So if this looks up your alley, turn-based strategy, giant mechs, things like that, looks like front mission, check this out. The Garden Path launches on July 30th. This is a slice-of-life gardening simulation game. It says, announced to widespread excitement and achieved an incredible 120, I can't talk, what is going on with me? 125% funding on Kickstarter in 2021, the Garden Path instantly became one of the darlings of the early wholesome game movement. Visitor to the Garden came for a hand-drawn storybook visual style and stayed for the game's uniquely wistful yet hopeful spirit that touches every corner of this tender world. A slice-of-life sim about the joys of gardening, the warmth of making new friends, the worth of building something on your own, and finding new life in things. The Garden Path asks gardeners to celebrate the small moments in a space to call their own at a pace that they choose. Designed to be played in short bursts, as and when you wish, time here runs in concert with the outside world. Stop by to wander your garden whenever the moon takes you, and find new travelers, events, activities, and distractions waiting for you each day. So it looks like if you log in at night, it's going to be nighttime in the game. If you log in during the day, daytime during the game. You log in the spring, it'll be spring. You log in the winter, it'll be winter. I don't understand how the person moves. They like bounce around like this, and they also seem to move at a snail's pace. So I don't know about me. I like my games a little bit more quick paced, if you catch my drift. But if this is in your alley, check it out. Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion, new screenshots, visuals, and a first look at Japanese limited edition Monkey Doll. The horror game sequel is due out this fall. This could be like the creepiest thing I've seen in my entire life. I don't know what we're getting here in the West, if we are even getting a physical edition, let alone any sort of collector's edition. It's coming out for the PS4, Switch, and PC sometime this fall. And then they gave us this screenshot of like this monkey that will kill you in your dreams. So Even if this was coming out here, I wouldn't buy it because it's so freaking creepy. He will kill me. He will murder me. I talked about this game, a month ago or so when it was first coming out, but now it is coming out this year for the consoles as well. We have a release window, and it's not just coming out for PC either. This is a Zelda-inspired game. It says, embark on action-packed adventure in Castaway, diving players into a pixelated and retro universe. Assume the role of Martin, whose spaceship crash-landed on an uncharted island where his faithful pet was taken by hostile creatures. Retrieve your weapons and venture out to restore your kidnapped companion in this endearing and unexpectedly dynamic world. Beat the 3 bosses in the concise and delightful story mode to unlock the thrilling and addictive survivor mode, where you ascend a 50-floor tower with each level presenting increasingly challenging trials. I kind of wish that instead of just like 3 dungeons, the entire game was this, and maybe it was like Link of the Past where you had the 3 dungeons, then a different world, then you had like more dungeons, instead of this like Trial of Towers or whatever. Like, that seems lazy to me, but I am just saying. Bollywood-inspired turn-based RPG Akeam announced for the PS5, Xbox, and PC from the Toronto-based developer 1000 Stars. This looks cool, and I'm also liking that it's like Indian-inspired Bollywood, because how many RPGs do we get with a setting like that? Answer, not very many. It says the village of Akeam is in turmoil. Chaos reigns supreme following the sudden and mysterious disappearance of the beloved co-mayors. Demons, eager to snatch the almighty celestial glue, are preparing to plunge the world into eternal darkness. It's up to Vishva, Ramli, and Guruji to dazzle the hearts of disgruntled villagers with an extravagant turn-based battles and rally against the demons in this Bollywood-inspired fantasy RPG. Unleash your inner Bollywood star! With dramatic leaps, twirls, and gravity-defying stunts, dazzle your opponents in high-octane cinematic battles inspired by iconic Indian cinema. Charm a larger-than-life world. Thrive in this fantastical larger-than-life world of ancient India, where characters unite to conquer challenges twice their size and spread the kindness. Every act of compassion ripples through your village. Unlock new adventures and gain courageous cheerleaders for battles by aiding them in the charm and quest of kindness. This looks so cool, and it's turn-based. This looks like a lot of fun. Like a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, you know, like Earthbound-y, I don't know. It looks neat. Aqua Plus is teasing new Two Heart and Utawarumono projects coming next year. They say, please stay tuned. So we basically have an announcement of an announcement. Basically, this announcement is to announce the Great Aqua Plus Festival 30th anniversary that's being held on November 9th. So yeah, basically just a little teaser there, and it says, for more information, please stay tuned to the Aqua Plus official website, Twitter, and the Great Aqua Plus Festival. So if you're looking forward to those, and honestly, I've kind of gotten into both of these series with Two Heart 2, with the dungeon crawler that I really liked, and Monochrome Mobius, Rights and Wrongs Forgotten. I'm kind of looking forward to this as well. This is a strange bird. We have a poker-themed adventure RPG called All in Abyss, Judge the Fake, out for the PC sometime this year. For every victor who gains it all, there's a loser left with nothing. In this game, you adventure to become a successful gambler by challenging others in a game of Texas Hold'em poker! Woo! Yeah, I know. Like, it's so weird. So here's the story. Ashua Senahara is a self-proclaimed genius gambler and a wanderer. Amidst the tables of cards and dice, it is she alone who snatches the chips at stake. One day, she learns of the Gambling District, a special ward where gambling holds influence above all else. The Witches are a group of the most extraordinary gamblers who rule over the place, and they treat Ashuya to the taste of defeat, something that she was unfamiliar with. They exercise not luck, not skill, but dirty, evil tricks, such that felled Ashuya to the depths of the abyss. As a self-proclaimed genius gambler, Ashuya becomes determined to take down the Witches. The Colosseum is the battlefield. The challenger is Ashua Senahara. The chips are on the table, and the Witches are ready to be exposed. So ridiculous, but so weird. I had to bring it up. So check this out. So just last year, we got Marvel Kingdom Chronicles, which had Rhapsody 2 and 3, but didn't have Rhapsody 1, which originally came out for the PlayStation, that was later remade for the DS, but we didn't get that in Marvel Kingdom Chronicles. But now, Rhapsody 25th Anniversary Collection has been announced for the PS5 and the Switch, and it includes all 3 games! Like, what? Okay. This is going to launch physically on August 29th in Japan. We do not yet have any sort of Western confirmation, no Western release date, don't even know if this is coming out in the West, so don't get too upset yet. It says that this collection will feature the full Rhapsody series, all 3 games, and it says in the West, Nippon Ichi Software Western Branch released a collection called Rhapsody Marvel Kingdom Chronicles. However, unlike that collection, it only included 2 and 3. It didn't include Rhapsody, A Musical Adventure, which is what I just went over. So what I'm guessing is that Japan never got Rhapsody Marvel Kingdom Chronicles. They didn't get the 2 and 3 collection, so maybe this will be Japan only, and they'll get all 3, and the West gets screwed again. And in our final story of the day, The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak has a demo that's coming out on June 4th for the PS4 as well as the Nintendo Switch. And save data from the demo will carry over into the full release. This isn't in the article, but I did hear this somewhere, I think on Twitter, that the Switch version is just going to include the prologue, but the PlayStation 4 version is going to include the prologue as well as the first chapter. Don't ask me why. Also, don't ask me why there's not a PS5 version of the demo, although if you have a PS5, you can just play it because it's backwards compatible, so don't worry about that. Anyway, overview of the game. In the aftermath of a brief war, Calvard is enjoying unprecedented economic prosperity. However, the public grows uncertain as the number of immigrants increases and questionable political reform runs rampant. Follow the Spriggan Van Arkwright on a unique request that will prove more than he bargained for. Will the nation fall into chaos? The Spriggan's life is but one of many professions that has emerged from the Calvard Republic. Be it playing detective, negotiator, or bounty hunter, Van Arkwright takes on the kind of work that legitimate sources can't accept. Whether it's best left out of the public eye or rooted in the dark corners of the underworld, almost any job is open for consideration. This could very well be the game of the summer for me, along with Visions of Mana, so I cannot wait to get my hands on this demo and tell y'all all about it. Again, if you have both the PlayStation as well as the Switch, play this on the PlayStation because you're going to get more out of it if my sources are correct. You'll get 2 chapters instead of just the 1 over on the Switch. Anyway, that's it for the news. Hope that y'all enjoyed it, and let me know what you're most excited about in the comments, and as always, have a good day.